live from Las Vegas at midnight. BrotherLoveRadio.com.
Holy shit, that was awesome. We were just listening to Bobby Beefcakes singing Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap with AC/DC, and he just got out of the concert right now over at the MGM. Is that correct, Bobby Beefcakes?
That is correct. Had a great time.
So Bobby Beefcakes is our special guest this evening. If you guys haven't figured it out, he is the world-famous voice behind the CastingCouchX.com. Among other things, I mean, man, I could give him a long list of accolades. Porn star, hoe fucker, gentleman, uncle, mensch, you know, but he's a good friend of mine. I've known him a long time. I met him at Porn Pros several years back. I think it was 2009 when I got started over there. So without further ado, let me introduce myself. I am Brother Love, and you're listening to Brother Love Radio on WBKEVegasRadio.com. I'm sitting across from Bobby Beefcakes, my good friend John. Am I allowed to call you John today?
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay.
John works.
And we have our co-producer on set over here, Shahid Brown. Shahid, would you like to introduce yourself or a production company or anything going on with that today? Okay, cool. We'll get to that in just a second. But let's talk to Bobby Beefcakes. Bobby.
Can we call John, why do I wear a man bun? That's what I want to call him that for the rest of the night.
Hashtag why do I wear a man bun? Hashtag John wears a man bun.
John wears a man bun. There you go. I like that. John wears a man bun.
John wears a man bun. That sounds like a Netflix series. I'm with that.
Could be. Could be.
What is up with the man bun, though? I'm seeing a lot of people with it. Is like that the new ducktail? Is that the new mullet? Is that what's coming back? What is that about?
I'd definitely say it's a new mullet. I'm sure I'm going to look back at pictures of myself in 10 years and be very embarrassed, but it's going to be hilarious. And that's all I'm about at this point.
Will it be hilarious, or will you just be embarrassed?
I'll laugh with it. That's what I do most of the time.
Because I see it, and I'm just like, when I was, okay, now, Brother Love, we're kind of the same. I'm like, what, I think 3 years younger than you are?
Damn,
like
why?
that.
6 years younger than me.
Seriously?
What are you, 36?
36, yeah.
Fuck, I'm 43.
Okay.
That's,
7. Damn. But you know what? We kind of lived through the mullet, right?
Yes.
Like, okay. We did, like I had an uncle that had a mullet. I'm sure you did as well.
Yes.
Right. And I look at John. I'm like, dude, don't be that uncle that had the mullet. You know what I mean? But he's smiling. He's like, I'm wearing this thing until fucking it's over.
Do you have any nieces or nephews?
I do, and, well, it wasn't the mullet, it was the beard. When I grew the beard out, they stopped coming near me. So now I'm the creepy uncle. Ooh, that should be my name, the creepy uncle.
Creepy uncle.
Well,
I like that.
Creepy uncle in porn is a different kind of uncle.
Oh boy, what I just stumble into?
Hey, you're the uncle that touched somebody.
Oh boy.
You're the uncle they were like, don't leave him alone with John. It was too late for some of them.
Bobby Beefcakes. We were just hanging out at Hooters Casino. You didn't gamble. I was very proud of you. That took a lot of restraint.
Well, listen, you were at the bar, all right. So, and I literally just left the concert. Throat is really sore, and I gotta tell you, for the last 2.5 before I met up with you, for the last 2.5 hours, I was screaming my lungs out, singing every AC/DC song that was playing. And then you were playing you were sitting at the video poker bar. I don't usually play video poker. I just don't do it. If you were sitting at a blackjack table with a tray full of wings, guess what? I'm eating the shit out of wings and I'm playing blackjack. But you were at the video poker bar, and I'll eat the wings and drink the beer, but I'm not playing the video poker.
Our cocktail waitress, or our bartender, was pretty cute.
Yeah, I liked her. I really, really did. And for a moment in time, a brief little lapse, I was like, if I say hello in the right tone, then we're either going to have her on the show tonight, or one of us is going home with her. But
probably you. I would guess.
I was going to pass off to John, and I was going to ask her, listen, how do you feel about the man bun? She probably would have agreed with us and been like, listen, John, this is her. She'd have been like, John, listen, you're an attractive guy. I like you, but the man bun has got to go. But, you know.
I mean, honestly, if she said, hey, if you take out your man bun, I'll let you play with my pussy, it's like, well, I don't know. I'm actually pretty firm on the man bun. I don't know what I feel right now. I'm conflicted.
Take it out or cut it off. If we had clippers right there, so this is the question. If we had clippers right there, okay, a pair of scissors, whatever, and we're like, John, listen, if you cut this thing off right now, you're balls deep in this girl, and she's an attractive girl, one that neither myself nor Brother Love have had the privilege of either photographing or spending any naked time with. Okay, it's like virginal time for you.
I suppose under those circumstances, I might just have to get rid of the man bun, if there's something that good involved for me. But I mean, can you guarantee she's gonna get nasty on me? She's gonna gag on my balls. She's gonna lick the butthole. Will she lick the butthole?
Well, listen, like I tell everybody that's ever dealt with me in any capacity like that, all that I can promise you is that she's gonna say hello. I mean, you know, that's all that I can promise. I mean, you know what? Do you want me to guide her tongue and be like, okay, now next bartender from fucking Hooters that I've never blown before. I have no idea what your limitations are or what your likes or dislikes are. The next thing you're gonna do, because John cut off his man bun, we're gonna lick his butthole. I can't promise that. I'm not gonna guide her tongue into your butthole. That's just not, you know, that's not how it works.
To be fair, though, isn't that what you do professionally? You guide girls' tongues to buttholes?
Into my butthole. Into my butthole. Because to be honest, even paraphrasing it the way that you just phrased, if I were to guide another woman's tongue into another man's butthole, I just can't see that happening. You know, like it's just one of those things. One of the bugaboos, you know, that I have is like when I see another man's butthole, it's like, well, today's a bummer. You know, I don't know what else you want me to say about that.
Now, Bobby is an alpha male. Let's say that for sure, right? Bobby Beefcakes, and I've known you for a long time. We get along, but you attract a certain kind of attention. Like people want to fight you. Weird shit happens to you. You rub people the wrong way, but just by being a good personality type of person, what happens when somebody irritates you?
Okay, now let's be clear. Okay, I'm a fun-loving type of guy. I love to have a good time. Like tonight, I'm at the concert, right? Let's be very clear. I went to the concert by myself. All right, I went on StubHub, found a ticket, bought it, showed up to the show, and met the people that I had bought the ticket from. Okay, by myself. I don't know these guys from anybody else, and they're like, you know, hey, your personality, you're a fun. I want to buy you a beer. Now I bought a ticket for this guy for like $300, and he bought me a beer. We were having fun, hanging out, talking about whatever. So, in my opinion, it's hard for somebody or for me to rub somebody the wrong way. I just don't see how it happens. I like to have fun. I like to drink beer, drink whiskey, smoke cigars, have a great time, go out, have a blast. However, when somebody is wearing a man bun and they look at me the wrong way, John, turn towards the curtain. I don't know. I get fired up real quick. You know, it's like I don't know like why that happens or what happens or whatever. But like I'm ready to go at a moment's notice. And you've been there, brother. Like you've seen it before. Where we've been in a bar and like you're like, what do you say in your own monologue? What do you say when you see the look on my face or you see the situation arising? What runs through your head right there?
Well, the first thing that runs through my head is, how did this happen? Because when we at South Point and those three guys were acting like dickheads, that's a really good story, and you're a great storyteller. What did you say to that guy?
Okay, now hold on. Now, to my own defense here, how were they acting?
They were dickheads.
Okay, they were dickheads.
And I was watching you gamble, by yourself at a table. I think, was there one more person there? Or was
No,
it
it was me and the other guy.
right.
The antagonist, I guess we could say, for the story. It was him. Now, let's start from the beginning. All right, so Brother Love comes over, and we're drinking tequila sunrises. We're having tequila sunrises with some really expensive orange juice that I've told Brother Love, please don't ever buy that orange juice again. It was like $20 for a bottle. Like, Jesus Christ, you know? So, and then we watched the fights or whatever, and the night at my place ended with us for like literally drinking tequila out of the bottle. That was how bad we were when we left. So we go to the South, we take an Uber or a cab or whatever the hell was available at the time. We get down there, and Brother Love and I think Matt was with us. Yeah, Matt was with us.
Mighty Dread Boy.
Matt, yeah, there you go. He was with us. And they go to play slot machines or whatever, and they're drinking purple Hooters, right?
Right.
Okay. So I venture off by myself, because I love to play cards. I love to play blackjack. I'm playing blackjack. And doing okay at this table, right? I'm smoking a cigar, having a good time, enjoying myself, drinking some whiskeys. And this guy just sits down at the table, and he pulls out some money, and I said, hey, would you mind if I just finished off the deck, by myself? We had like 2 hands to go. And he goes, yeah, I would mind. Now, anybody that plays blackjack knows, like, when somebody's on a run and you sit down at the table and you recognize, hey, the minimum bet is like, what, $10, and this guy's betting $50, he's probably doing okay in this deck. So I'm going to leave him alone, let him finish the deck, and then I'll jump in, politely. Well, when I asked him to not jump in, he's like, no, I'm going to jump in anyways.
I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
Basically. And he did. So in my mind, guess what I said? I'm going to fuck your shit up. Right? This is how that's reciprocation. You know what I mean? You're going to fuck my shit up, I'm going to fuck your shit up. That's how it goes. 1-to-1 correlation. So, he started playing, and then, of course, I've got a fucking smart ass, I've got a smart tongue. So he does something dumb, and of course, I've got to mention something. Yeah. So he calls his buddies over, and I'm just sitting there talking shit to him, and he says, before you say anything else, you better look behind you. And so I took a quick glance, and I saw 2 chubby do-nothings behind me. They do nothing. They're not going to do anything. And I said, I don't need to look behind me, because the piece of shit bitch is sitting right in front of me. Right?
What about the cruelty party?
Go to the next level.
Hold on, we shot a lot of cruelty parties.
Okay, the cruelty party
Are you talking about
Liz
the cruelty party?
Taylor's place.
All right, Liz Taylor and Victoria Lawson's house.
And then was there a girl from Alaska or something like that we were shooting?
Okay. All right, now that was a great time. All right, so this was back. I think this is a little bit after the donut story, but so there was a girl in the business. She had just gotten in, and she happened to be from Alaska, and so her agent named her Alaska. And she had a friend that she wanted to get into the business, and so the 2 of them decided together they would get into the business to shoot some scenes, make some money. Now, the way the cruelty party used to work was we would hire one girl as like the main girl. She would be the girl that we were paying a full rate to do a boy-girl scene with, okay, which was about like between $900 and $1,000. This girl would, I think we were paying them $1,200 at the time, because they would also be given blowjob, during the sex. And then there were 2 girls that were like extras that would just be getting paid to give blowjobs. So they'd have 1 male talent, a main girl, and 2 what we call blowjob girls.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I just want to confirm. So are you confirming that the fluffer is a real thing?
Okay, now, definition-wise, the fluffer was somebody that was not portrayed on camera. Okay, from what we understand as a fluffer, the fluffer was there off camera to assist the male in achieving and maintaining an erection. Okay, these girls were on camera; they were part of the scene. It was a party atmosphere where you'd have 3 girls that were having a party, bachelorette, birthday party, whatever it was, whatever the scenario was that we had imagined for them, and one of them would be having the sex. That was the main girl, and the other two would be giving a blowjob to the male performer, just to spice things up. You know, it's exciting as guys when instead of seeing one girl naked, we see not two but three girls naked. It's exciting, you know, gets our dicks hard. And then you see one girl giving a blowjob. You look at a picture, there's like, oh, now I see girl A is getting boned, then girl C is giving a blowjob, girl B is giving a blowjob. Now if I buy the movie, do girl B and C both get boned? Like, do I get to see that in my movie purchase? No, you don't. We're only paying girl A, so the other two are just there. You know, I guess is by definition, I guess they're fluffers, but they're part of the movie. They're an integral part of the movie. So, but this very day, you know, we had, the company had also brought in somebody to do like quality control or some kind of sales. I don't know. He was some fucking guy that they just hired to do some things, and he wanted to go on set to witness what went on day to day. And so he gets on there. Daniel's shooting camera. He was the main director. I'm shooting just stills with another point and shoot camera, and like nothing special, just getting some angles. And while this is going on, while the scene is going on, the guy that the company had hired just to do sales, whatever, is sitting in the corner. Brother Love is actively engaged as the shooter, and I'm just drifting along, shooting images that I can while the scene's going on. And out of the blue, Alaska starts grabbing dicks of guys that are not involved in the scene.
Nice.
We're not complaining, you know. We're like, all right, like, you know, what's happening here? So we kind of just put the camera down and said, what do you want to have going on here? Well, we're all here. Let's really party. That's what she does with her work, pretty much, you know, right? So myself and Daniel, not one to disappoint any female talent that are in the room, will happily oblige them. Hey, you girls want to suck some more dicks? Fuck some more. Hey, whatever we can do to make your day more enjoyable. Now the other guy, literally, like cowered in the corner. I'm not even exaggerating when I say cowered in the corner. This dude curled up in a ball and did not want to have anything to do with these three young ladies that were like needing
Super
in their
freaks.
face. Yeah, and we had
super freak mode.
They were, and we were shooting. I don't know if you remember, Daniel, who was the male talent that day.
I forgot.
Oh, I remember, because it was a guy that had no problem sharing the wealth.
Guns.
Nope.
Strokes.
No.
Who was cool back then?
Who called you before the show started, or who texted you or tweeted you, whatever?
Dreads.
No.
Today.
Yep.
Oh, Swiss.
Eric Swiss.
Eric
That's
Swiss.
right. Eric Swiss was the male talent that day. I'll never forget. He had no problem. He was not going to be shown up by a director and a PA, you know, that wanted to have some fun on the set. So he showed out more than anybody else. He matter of fact, he grabbed the camera from you during this whole time to film, you know, the extracurriculars that were going on.
So we're going to give a shout out to Eric Swiss. Thank you.
Biggie.
That was a great day, Eric. Love you, kid. Don't know what's Eric Swiss up to nowadays?
I don't know. I was trying to find out. I think he sent me a shout out. I don't know. I'm going to find out where he's surfing. He was doing security.
He was surfing. That's right.
He was just going on some sort of world tour.
That's great stuff. Yeah, but we had a man. Me and Brother Love had a ton of stories of girls that were just like back when the industry was fun, man. Like a darling. That's what I call them. Charlie Sheen called them angels. I just call them the darlings. The darlings. Do you remember a darling, Ivy Winters?
She actually is on my girls that I want to reminisce about. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm ready to reminisce. I am ready to reminisce about Ivy Winters.
Okay, Ivy Winters.
You go first. I love these stories. These are great stories.
Well, I'm not a very good storyteller like you are, but yeah, I lasted longer than 30 seconds.
And for that,
Is that 33 seconds?
She was so pretty. And she just liked sex with our crew, I guess, or maybe with everybody. She was awesome.
Ivy Winters was great. She really, truly was a special kind of girl. She really, really was. I mean, so I don't know if people are familiar with the Porn Pros blog, okay? But we used to have a little segment or a special area of the website dedicated to this thing we call the blog, which was basically a fun area. It was like the fun house.
Yes.
Myself and Brother Love, we would shoot scenes, and then afterwards we would just like bullshit with the girl. Get them to do something crazy, to do something fun, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was all spontaneous. It was all organic. Everything was just fun, you know? And so one day, myself and Brother Love, we were sharing a location. So Brother Love was shooting the great Ron Jeremy
Yes.
and Ivy Winters,
Yes.
okay, in a website called Jurassic Con.
My favorite site of all time.
You had did that shit was a special website. That's a very, very special website. If anybody has not checked that out, you got to check that out. JurassicCon.com. Brother Love did some really, really creative stuff with some grandpas, having some fun at their expense. Mainly Dirty Harry, but it was great stuff. But so Ron Jeremy and Brother Love were shooting, with Ivy Winters, and this is back when Brother Love was performing. And so I was shooting a website called Real Ex-Girlfriends, where Brother Love was going to perform in the movie with the girl who chose. I forgot. She was in the business literally for like 3 scenes.
Is that the girl with the pink hair?
Yeah. I forgot her name.
I did too. I was looking at the blog yesterday.
But we shot her at whose house? You remember?
Oh, was that
Puffy's house?
No, it was at the apartment, right?
Yeah.
That she was Mia Miley.
Mia Miley's house.
But she was Mia Moretti back then, right?
She was. I don't know if she had changed over yet. She might have changed over.
Okay.
But she was
a great one too.
The now known as Mia Miley.
Yeah.
Maybe Mia Moretti back then, but so after they get done, Daniel and Ron Jeremy got done with Ivy Winters, and so I pulled Ron to the side. I said, Ron, listen, we have this thing called the blog. We like to make it kind of organic, and we'd like to kind of showcase you a little bit on here, and we've been dealing with this girl Ivy for a long time. I think she's hot, blah blah blah, and Ron Elizabeth says, I know where you're going, kid. Don't worry about it. I got you covered. I said, okay. So we start this interview up. I'm talking to Ivy about whatever the hell. We're just bullshitting. Ron comes up, takes Ivy under his arm, says, Ivy, you see this guy here? He's a good guy. I really think you need to give him a blowjob. And she looks at Ron, really? Ron looks at her, yeah, I really think you do. She looks at me, would you like a blowjob? Absolutely. Kid, I would love a blowjob from the Great Ivy Winters. So she pulled me over to the side, blowjob city, come in the mouth, thank you very much, everything's a wonderful day. And then I hand Brother Love the camera, said, go ahead and shoot your Real Ex-Girlfriend scene with this pink-haired girl, and have the time of your life. But those are the kind of things that would go on during the blog. I mean, we'd have girls that licking butthole, sticking fucking wine bottles in their asshole, giving lap dances, doing crazy shit all over the place. And to be honest, I had friends of mine that knew I was in the business, didn't know to what capacity, and when we kind of stopped updating the blog, they would comment, dude, what happened to the blog? I loved the blog. People would sign up literally for the blog, dude. It was crazy. Like the Fat Pussy Club. People loved the fucking Fat Pussy Club.
I love fat pussy.
What is Fat Pussy?
We got to talk about that. That's cause something we got to talk about.
I could write a thesis on Fat Pussy. But
And it would be the most
Shaw's
read thesis in America.
Shaw's kicking it up. Shaw, what is a fat pussy to you? You define for us what a fat pussy means to you.
I am not a professional. I have asked you many times to become a professional. You have never allowed me to do that. I would leave the description of a fat pussy to you.
All right, well, First of all, I've never been confronted with the question of please allow me to be a professional. I wanted to throw that out there. I've never denied anybody the chance to be a professional. But a fat pussy is, number one, is a beautiful thing. Yeah, it brings a tear to the eye. You hold your breath for a second when you take a look at it. When you see it, you're just like, the angels sing a little bit. I mean, you really cannot describe. Yeah, can we cue them up? Can we cue the angels? Some trumpets or something? Because that shit, that's exactly what I hear in my head. It's fantastic. But
You hear AC/DC when you see a fat pussy.
no, I hear angels. Maybe it's Bon Scott singing, but it's not Brian Johnson, that's for sure. But no, it's like, all right. So now here's the funny thing about it. Girls that have legitimate fat pussies, they're shy about it. Daniel, can you comment on that? Are they usually like they don't like it or they're not sure about it? They're a little unsure.
Yes.
You know, they've because now here's the thing. We all went to high school.
Yes.
Well, the majority of them went to high school. Some of them never learned to read.
I
But
drove by a high school.
yeah, that's how they equate it. But you know, we all had to go to gym class and get dressed, yada yada. Well, all these girls have witnessed vaginas that didn't look like theirs. Okay, they were small and petite and like innies or whatever. So you get these girls that have like an outer labia or like the skin that surrounds the labia is a little bit extra puffy, which is fucking delicious. By the way, any ladies that are listening, like if you've got the extra long labia or the extra skin, like not even extra, none of it's extra. It's all included. Like we just supersize that shit. It's delicious. You know, like that. That's all that it is.
Delicious.
Don't think bad about it. Honestly, do not think bad about it. Submit your resume to CastingCouchX.com, and we will make sure that we take a look at it and assure you that you have a beautiful vagina. Yeah. No, but they honestly do. So what we would do is when we'd shoot a girl that you know, we kind of both look at it like, wow, she's got a fat pussy like that. She's just fucking great.
Booyah.
We would do an interview with her after the scene was over about, you know, the I don't know, the variables of having a fat pussy, you know, and we would play with it, show it off, you know, like honestly, we would like do like make it look like a muffin. You know, we do the muffin squish, you know, like squeeze the lips around the clit and like
pull,
pull them apart. Like put a little He-Man dangling from them, you know, like it was fucking great stuff. There was a picture that I saw on the internet that was like, it had a picture of me squishing this girl's pussy lips together to make it look like a fucking egg muffin. Sorry, McDonald's, we're using the term egg muffin. Fuck you if you don't like it. But people were like, what do you call this? And I call it a fucking pussy sandwich. Like it just looks like a pussy sandwich. It looks fucking delicious, you know? And the girls, like, a lot of times they're kind of like, oh my god, you know, my pussy doesn't look right. No, it looks fucking great. It looks perfect. How does it look? It looks perfect. It looks great. Yeah. But, you know, we did a whole segment on the blog about, like the Fat Pussy Club. And so what we would do is we would indoctrinate girls into the Fat Pussy Club. If their pussies were fat enough, we'd bring them into the club. Now, one of the guys that ran Porn Pros, he pulled me in the office one day and said, "Where did you get this idea? Where did you get the idea for the Fat Pussy Club?" And I was like, I don't fucking know. I saw a fat pussy. I was like, and it just, you know, in my haste to sleep with this girl, I was like, we're gonna put you in the club, and that made her feel special. You know, like, oh, there's a whole club designated for this shit. Like, yeah, there's a club. Well, sure. Well, you're the first member, whatever, but you're in, and
you were in.
Yeah, and the fans that ate it up, they ate the shit up. Like, you go on there right now, there's a button in the blog area dedicated to the Fat Pussy Club. Because it was so popular that people were like searching the shit out, but just by that one variable, they were like, we want to know what all the Fat Pussy girls. We want to see them. They're great. We love them. We want to fucking let them know that we appreciate them. It's a great time. You know, it's a wonderful thing.
A fat pussy is like an Egg McMuffin or a Dunkin' Donuts. It's just something you want to get into. You want to gobble it up.
Who has the fattest pussy of all time?
Casey Jordan.
Boom.
Not even a question.
Right.
It's not she. What is she? K-Puff is what
K-Puff.
That's what she called her own pussy. It was K-Puff. She knows. You call Casey Jordan right now. I don't know a working number for her right now, or if she's still alive. But
but the pussy's fat, and she still says she's popping.
The girl's hilarious. You never know what's gonna happen with that girl. But no, she calls her pussy K-Puff. Casey Jordan, K-A-C-Y-E, K-Puff. She'll tell you right then that she's got a fat pussy, and her shit is the fattest pussy you'll ever see. It's fucking beautiful. It really truly is a thing of beauty.
With that, we have to go to station identification. Everybody, this is
WBKE.
Listen to me live every Friday at midnight. BrotherLoveRadio.com.
You know we're still working stuff out.
Yes, we are.
For you guys, because we love you.
That was our lip dick male talent theme song right there. So let's get it up. Number one job. You know, don't creep her out. Don't make her feel weird about what she's about to do. Turn her on a little bit.
Right.
You know, turn her on and make sure that she's digging the vibe of the movie. Now, some people they all have their own ways of doing it. You know, I've been on a lot of sets. I've seen a lot of the wrong ways to do it. I've seen some of the right ways to do it. So I kind of like formulated my own thing of what to do, and that is I just before the scene, I like to talk to the girl. Okay, a lot of male talent, they don't want to do that. They don't want to creep them out with what they're about to say. But I want to get to know her a little bit, and I have the same line for a girl. I want to ask them right before the scene. Right before we get started, what do you like? What is it that you're expecting out of the scene? What turns you on? What makes you tick? What do you want? Okay. The majority of them, that's all they want, is the question. This guy cares enough to ask what I like, what I want, what turns me on. The rest of them, that's not enough, they're going to tell me. They'll tell you exactly what it is they want, what they expect, the kind of things that make them tick a little bit. And the majority of them, it's the same answer. I'm a girl. I want to get manhandled. I want you to take control. I want you to do whatever it is you want to do. Okay, now, the gray area there is I ask them. Okay. So what they see out of that is, this guy respects me enough to ask me what it is that I want. Now, I like that. Right. I like that this guy asked me. I like that he's curious about what I want, the kind of things that turn me on. Now, I can do pretty much whatever it is that I want to do past that point. And they're going to be all in. Because in their mind, this guy, he's a nice guy. He asked me what I wanted, what I liked, what did it for me, you know. And I'll go, if the girl that doesn't say anything, I will start just giving examples of things. Girl, what do you like? What? I'll go Shane. And Shane had a great answer. I just want the guy to manhandle me, okay? But she was the last one that I shot with, so let's give it to her. Shane, what is it you like? If she says, I don't know. I don't know, okay? Which is a common answer. They're 18, 19 years old. They don't know all the time. They have no idea. So I just tell them, I'm a guy, okay? I'm gonna do my thing. If it's too much for you, or if you're not comfortable with whatever's going on, then you let me know.
Neigh like a horse.
And then, yeah, basically, you know, just not even that. I tell them straight up, stop whatever's happening, and let me know what you like. Now, me just asking them that question, that's enough for me to go apeshit. Basically, to do whatever I wanted to do. I mean, Brother Love's been shooting. I mean, who was the girl he shot for? Casey Warner.
Yes.
Right? Casey Warner, another fucking beautiful girl. Okay. When I asked that question, didn't really have an answer. Did not have an answer. And to be honest, Brother Love was shooting the scene, and I was getting kind of frustrated because most of the time when I shoot these casting couches, we get generally a good reaction out of the girl. Some kind of a reaction where, like, she's having a good time.
It works.
Having a good time.
You can see it.
There's something happening, and there was nothing happening. I was like, what the hell is going on? Okay, but I had read this girl completely wrong. I had read that she was the sweet, innocent girl next door, just happened to find her way into the business, and, we better treat her tenderly or it's all going to go downhill.
Kid gloves.
I had read this situation completely wrong. I started going apeshit, started pulling hair, choking, going a little bit, doing things that some people would perceive as dirty or pushing the envelope.
She looked innocent, so it looked like it was pushing the envelope.
Exactly. But that got the reaction out of her that we were looking for, that we were expecting, that we had hoped to get. And so by doing those things, then Brother Love comes alive. He's like, now we're making lemonade here. Now we're getting some things that we want to capture on film that are going to get people excited. And the result was a fantastic scene, like one of the best scenes we've ever shot. It was great stuff.
What is this scene again? Say it again.
It was a casting couch X scene with Casey Warner was the talent.
Casey Warner.
Yeah, Kasey Warner.
Can you describe what Casey Warner looks like? Because I'm not knowing all the porn stars I should. So can you give me a description of what she looks like?
Casey Warner looks like the girl next door. White girl, brunette hair, brown eyes. Not huge boobs like a B cup or something like that, but just extremely cute. That, like, if you're coming out of your house and you see her going to pick up paper or walking to school, or you're like, hello, how are you? That girl's cute. She's cute. But you wouldn't really think twice about her. But then when you get to know her in a sexual way, she dominates your train of thought.
Dominates.
She really does. I mean, that's the kind of girl you think about for weeks afterwards. Why are they not all like this?
Casey, you got Robert talking about thinking about you for weeks.
That's the kind of girl that ruins your mind a little bit. You start thinking about it, you start seeing her, you're like, yeah, that's her right there. That's her right there. Very unassuming, right? Man bun, right?
Casey Warner, you are a mind ruiner.
Casey Warner, please let me know. Do you like man buns? Do man buns turn you on? I need to know. I need to know this information.
Tweet her at doesn't eat meat. At doesn't eat meat. She's a vegetarian.
Oh, that didn't sound right for another whole reason.
That's so awesome.
Okay, so getting to the vegetarian pussy.
Yeah.
Describe the flavor of the vegetarian pussy and ass. We got to segue into that because maybe not a lot of people know about that.
I'm sure is semi common knowledge is that this guy loves to get his asshole eaten out, like it's a fucking picnic. Or a buffet, a smorgasbord, however you want to describe it. It's my favorite thing. But, I also like to return the favor a little bit. Conversely, I like to eat ass. And I love eating pussy. I love to eat pussy. It tastes, for the most part, delicious. Yeah. It doesn't need a condiment or any kind of side. It just by itself is a fantastic entree. But
you said entree.
For some reason, these girls that are vegetarians, vegans, whatever the hell, they taste a little different. And I mean different in a good way. I mean, Casey Warner's butthole is one that you could pull up in front of and put a bib on, and you're forgetting about the world for about 2 weeks.
Wow.
You could go on Naked and Afraid with just her butthole, and you're gonna survive.
What?
That wasn't meant to be a joke. I was being serious. Casey Warner.
Casey, I apologize.
A lot of Caseys and a lot of Caseys tonight.
I apologize, Casey Warner. Your butthole is sent from God. Apparently, you could survive for weeks on
Yeah.
what you do.
And I don't know if brother will remember this, but when she relaxes in doggy, her butthole opens up wide enough. You could drive a motherfucking semi truck right through it, and she wouldn't feel a thing.
Right.
It just naturally gaped, and it was fucking beautiful. Like you loved the shit out of it. It was great stuff. It really truly was.
That's the thing I think that's amazing is you have so much knowledge and perspective. And I'm gonna sound really smart right now, but I'm not. I'm actually just because it's so amazing all the things that we want to ask, or you might have questions out there. But the way that this brother breaks stuff down and informs you, that's why I watch the Casting Couch, because I actually learn part of the way to how to talk to people and become comfortable with all different kinds of folks. Do you have any comment on that?
And the cum shots.
Uh-huh.
That's the feedback that we get the most is, damn, he showered her with a fucking cum shot right there.
You do make a mess every time you do your thing. And I appreciate that. I don't watch it for that specifically.
Now there's a funny story behind all this stuff, okay? When we first started shooting the Casting Couch, now we're gonna pull back the curtain of porno a little bit for the viewers out there. But whenever you see a movie, you know, when you're looking at the pictures, primarily, when you look at the pictures, and the girl has just got a face full of cum, and you're like, wow, why can't I do that? Or why do I not come like that?
I felt very inadequate.
Yeah, it's fake, okay? What we do is we take a bottle of Cetaphil, okay? Facial cleanser, or cleanser, whatever the hell it is, and they'll squirt it on the girl post-scene, hold the guy's dick up to it to make it seem like that's what he just did, okay? So one of our web guys, now that, you know, the editing team is broken up into editors and the web team. Editors edit the videos, the web team, they touch up the photos. One of the guys from the web team calls me to the side, says, hey, I see what you're doing with the Casting Couch, and I appreciate what you're trying to do with all of the Cetaphil, but I just want to tell you to lighten it up a little bit because it's too much. It's too much Cetaphil.
Too much of, yeah.
Too much Cetaphil. So I said, well, what scene are you talking about? Because to my knowledge, we hadn't used any Cetaphil. And so he pulled me aside, so let me show you. He pulled up a picture of the great, beautiful, wonderful, legendary, gonna be Hall of Famer, Dillian Harper.
Dillian
Harper.
Love Dillian.
Let's do it one more time, all at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Dillian Harper.
Love Dillian, dude. She is fantastic. But so he pulled me aside, and I'm looking at the images, and I give a little chuckle, and he says, "What's up?" And I said, "Well, thank you for the compliment, but that's not fake." And so he says, "Are you kidding me? Are you being serious?" I said, "Have you seen the video yet?" He says, I haven't seen the clip."
I haven't.
So we go onto the server, he pulls up the clip, we watch the pop shot, and he just looks up at me. How the fuck does that happen? I'm like, I thought that's how everybody came. I thought that's how it just worked.
Oh my god.
BrotherLoveRadio.com.
This is, shamefully, this is the first time that I've heard the show, been a part of the show, whatever. But have we gotten into some of your fetishes? Some of the things that make you have, ticked before the past?
Nice. Good question.
Fantastic.
Well, I haven't really thought about that right now. I mean, my fetishes are what I like having my ass eaten. So,
Who doesn't?
okay,
Who doesn't?
okay. I like the Casting Couch X. I wish I had the pop, but I'm the average man. I'm about two pump chump.
That's only according to one girl.
Well,
Can we bring her up?
yes, Jesse Rogers.
Dude, one of the best. Very upsetting that she did not have a wonderful time in the business. She kind of got out of the business and was kind of motherfucking the whole thing based on her experiences. But
She made some wrong turns, I think.
she
got the boobs.
she was steered
got
down the wrong
pregnant.
path by some people. Some people took her down the wrong path. That's neither here nor there.
Right.
All that we can do is celebrate the times that we had with her, and sing her praises, as loud as we can. So
I didn't have a lot of time with her.
you had more than most. More than most. So we you know, this is back. God, how long? 5 years ago?
She came on in 2011.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so 5 years ago, we had just started doing the makeup at a place that I would reside at for all of the scenes. We had done some makeup for Jesse Rogers. She was going to come back to the house to get her bags and everything after the scene was done. So after everything was done, Brother Love was going to drop her off. She looked at him, he looked at her, said, we need to make something happen here.
Do you see the stars?
Tell us about the lemonade that was made that day.
So I think we were coming back over the Hollywood Hill there, and somewhere about Mount Olympus, we had to pull off, and
I read it again.
I had put my face in her vagina briefly, and
Before or after the cream pie?
I think I lost my key.
I don't think there was a cream pie that day because, I mean, as you know, for the most part, I do try to avoid the cream pie, the cream pies. So after I licked her vagina a little bit, I did have sexual intercourse with her for about one pump. Maybe 10 seconds if the pump lasted that long.
It was a slow pump.
It was
Done.
It was embarrassing. It was an awesome embarrassing because it was Jesse Rogers, who was like 18 with probably the best rear end and the most beautiful face.
Not even probably. It was hands down. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this: if you took prime Jesse Rogers and put her in the business right now, she had the best rear end in the business. Right?
That's Kobe beef. What you're saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. What do you disagree, brother?
No, she's
Do you feel
awesome.
Do you feel any less because you came really quick?
I felt great 2 times.
You felt great. You were like, I'm done. Great. Whew. Whew.
I felt like I owed her, like, you know, maybe we could do this again longer.
You made it up though.
Yeah.
I saw something from Brother Love once back in the days of like us having fun. Jesse Rogers was involved in a way. I don't know if you remember this, Brother Love, but we shot. It was another cruelty party, and I believe it was Jesse Rogers' cruelty party.
Mm.
We were shooting it up in the hills, I believe. The Disney house.
What?
Remember the guy that had all the Disney stuff all throughout the house? He had like the Coca-Cola machine and then like all the Disney stuff.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You
Yes.
remember, yeah.
Yes.
So I believe it was the Jesse Rogers cookie party. And there was a girl. Matter of fact, I have the picture on my phone.
Oh shit.
I thought about this when we had kind of discussed becoming.
And if you have a picture of Jesse Rogers, send it to us.
At Brother Love XXX on Twitter.
At your mom XXX.
If you have a girl that you like, that you follow, send us her pic. If you have someone who you like to...
It sucks when you're in the limelight now. When you get caught in the spotlight of your mom, damn.
When your mom knocks on your bedroom
Shit's
door
terrible.
and finds you spending time with yourself, who are you watching? Text
Dude,
us.
I got some pictures right here from
Email
Brother
us.
Love that he would be like, wow.
So we're going to try and look at these pictures.
Do I have hair?
Yeah. You know, you weren't even in the pictures, but you'd see the girls and be like,
Perfect.
wow, that was a great day. I'm trying to find this one.
Can we talk about Dillian Harper for a second?
I'd love to.
Because she's like a great friend of ours.
I can go on and on about
And,
that.
Dillian Harper.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about today is schooling young talent for success. And I remember when we first shot Dillian Harper in the Malibu Hills with her. She could not suck dick to save her life.
We all thought it was one and done for Dillian Harper.
And
You mean the girls don't come on the set ready and like knowing how to suck a nice dick?
They never know how to suck a nice dick. They never know anything. They come, listen, if you were to find a girl that you were like, this girl will be great in the business, okay? Well, how would you describe to her what a great day would be? Or how her average day would go? You can't do it. You know, you can't just say, you're gonna get to set, You're gonna meet this guy. He's not gonna give a fuck who you are. You have to suck his dick. Fuck him, and then he'll leave, and that'll be your day. She'll be like, no, thank you. I don't think that I'll be doing that. You know, you kind of gotta butter it up for them. Let them think they're gonna be a star. It's gonna be a major motion picture. This is gonna be a fantastic step in their career and blah 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 blah. You can't just tell them exactly what's gonna happen the way that it's gonna happen. You know, you have to butter it up a little bit. Same thing with the guys. You know, you can't tell a guy that you've gotten into the business.
You gotta keep your dick hard for 8 hours.
Exactly. The girl's gonna hate every second of you being there. She's not gonna want to suck your dick. She's not gonna want to have anything to do with you, even though she's getting paid to be there. And you know, you guys are kind of a partnership, and you got to team up together. It's never gonna happen like that. You know, especially you get these guys that are 18, 19, 20 years old that they don't know how to talk to a woman. You know, especially a girl like that in front of a bunch of men, real men that have been around. Myself, Brother Love, we have no patience. Brother Love, do you have any patience for a male talent that comes on set, doesn't know what he's doing?
No, and we should talk about them because they actually come on set with the ego.
They think they honestly think that they know what's happening. They know shit.
So because my dick is big, I can do this job. They don't know about the real every moment 8-hour shift and what it takes to actually do that.
Can we talk about that Captain Save-A-Ho term?
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
I got that, y'all. I'm sorry. I like saving hoes.
No, but Captain Save-A-Ho as a male performer, you're experiencing that lately, Bobby.
I actually dealt with it a little bit today. I actually, we've had a male talent that we've been using on occasion, pretty regularly. He's done okay. He's gotten the basics down, which is get your dick hard, which is number one. That's number one priority, get your dick hard. But number two priority is pick a side. Pick the right side. Because the producer, the director have a goal in mind. That is to produce the most quality, the best content they possibly can. Okay? Much to the chagrin of the female talent that are on board.
Right.
Because the girls, listen, I love everyone from Dearly, I really do, I honestly do. But they want to do the least amount of work for the most amount of money, okay? That's the American dream, right? I'm gonna do an hour of work, but I want 8 hours of pay, okay? That's just how it goes.
Right.
I can't fault them for it. But as producers, as directors, we must require that we get the full time out. I need the shots that I need to get. I've got a script, I've got to get these shots. As a male talent, don't complain to me. I don't want to hear it. Your dick is going inside of a girl that I'd have no problem going.
Boom.
Right now.
Right.
Boom.
So don't complain to me about having to do a position. I don't want to hear that you're a little chilly. I don't want to hear that it's a little warm.
Robert.
Complaints are things that, I'm sorry, as sexist as it may sound, the women do. Women complain. The men don't complain. I'm sorry. That's just how it goes, And in this business, any feminist that's listening that wants to debate me on this, I'm willing to take your call. I will go against you and Bell Knox, and I will fucking dominate the shit out of that conversation, because I know what the fuck is up. Okay, I've sat in the trenches. I have waged war, and I have won battles. I've won wars. Okay, and the track record speaks for itself. I'm getting what I need to get out of my talent. Okay, I'm going to talk to my male talent. I'm going to ask them. I'd love for your help on this scene today. I would love it. I really would. I really would like for you to help me to get what we need to get. And it's going to be beneficial to both of us. Why? Because you like me directing you. I like to direct you. Now, if we both get the required content out of this girl, the company's going to hire me again, and then I'm going to hire you again. And that's the win-win. Okay? Now, if you get a reputation as being a crybaby, punk bitch, that wants to fucking side with the girl all the time, and I'm cold, and I don't like this position, well then guess what, dude? I'm not gonna get the content I want. But guess what? The company's gonna hire me again. But I'm not gonna hire you again. And that's the way that it goes.
Nice.
You're a contractor. I'm an employee. You're a contractor. You know, that's just how it goes.
You need a professional stiff dick ready to do his thing without the prima donna bullshit.
I can't deal with it. I really have no motherfucking patience. Now,
It's really, there's no time for it.
now, brother love, I want to show you this picture here.
Picture time.
Yeah, it is picture time. This is a great day in the life of Bobby Beefcakes. A great day.
Now, I don't even
Now,
know
do
how
you
to
recognize
give
that?
you guys an explanation
Okay.
of what we are saying.
Okay, I see Chloe Cush on the right. Who, by the way, she and another gal gave me a blowjob for letting me.
Let him smoke weed.
Yeah, let them smoke weed, right?
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
And then there's Jesse Rogers on
Hold
the
on.
left.
At my house.
At your house.
He got a blowjob for letting them smoke weed at my house. And so we've got to reassure them. And after a couple kicks, they kind of get comfortable with the whole idea. And I have literally told.
Did you
girls-
say after a couple?
They'll take a couple of practice kicks. Then after a few of those, I will literally tell the girls, listen, you are kicking the game-winning field goal for the Super Bowl. It's a 62-yard field goal. You need to boot this fucking thing through the uprights for your team to win. And they get the idea that, okay, I can kick this guy as hard as I possibly can, and not gonna hurt him. Not gonna do anything but put a smile on his face. And that's exactly what it is something to see if you've never seen it. I mean, and he's doing this thing like, not like a magician where like, oh, he's got his shorts up. Is he wearing a cup? Does he have some kind of protective gear? No. The ticket balls are hanging out, and these girls are fucking whacking them in the nuts as hard as they possibly. It's craziness to me. It is craziness. But
I think it would be like a release.
for who?
For the girl. For whoever's kicking the... Actually, it's got to be for both sides.
All I can relate to is the guy's side, and it makes me cry a little.
You know what's interesting? Brother Love, you got any comments on this?
Well, first of all, I just want to share the love because bringing me back to those days, the Eric Swisses, the Bobby Beefcakes, the sharing is caring attitude does not exist anymore.
Not at all.
I mean, the girls used to have a good time with all of us. The blowjobs were happening, ball busting was happening, getting laid was happening, and now guys need to hog all the attention and do weird shit. It's sad. 2016 is sad. I wish the good old days were back around. Maybe we can make that happen, Bobby Beefcakes.
I'm hoping. Listen, we can. You know what we can do? We can make an attempt at it. We can always make an attempt. Try to get some things going. I mean, it's like we said at the beginning of the show. It's a different time. It's a different era, and different things are going on now. You know, there's a lot of things going on in the industry that people kind of need to be aware of. I mean, right now you got people like Michael Weinstein that are trying to regulate this business when they have no knowledge of this business at all. I mean, you go to Southern California right now. They got a measure out there that requires all performers to wear protective gear like they're a scientist in a lab. You know, they want goggles and dental dams and condoms for blowjobs and sexual intercourse and, you know, and less testing, which is ludicrous to me to even think about. I mean,
It's ludicrous.
People have been. I mean, you know, it's fun to make light of the whole situation, but you know, the industry has regulated and governed itself for a very long time, with very minimal quote unquote outbreaks that have occurred. And I mean, when I say outbreaks, that is something that people that are kind of classifying when somebody contracts the HIV virus. You know, one person gets it, it's an outbreak. All of a sudden, it's an outbreak. But you know, if they would really do some research, and actually, I really challenge anybody to do some research and come and tell me that anybody contracted a serious disease like that, like HIV, on a porno set.
Serious talk. That's serious
Prove
talk.
it to me. Prove it to me that this occurred.
Never happened.
And that you know, the necessary regulations they want would like to impose by people that have nothing to do with this industry. Nothing. Matter of fact, the people that are proposing this legislation are going to damage this business further than anybody else possibly could. They don't understand. You know, the testing policies that we have in place right now. The majority of companies, 14 days. Okay, we test for gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, hepatitis C, HIV. 5 things you're getting tested for every 2 weeks. Okay, and not just the HIV test by itself.
2 weeks. That's dope.
Yeah, but the HIV test by itself is not a test that like, well, now you have HIV now, so you're HIV positive. It tests for the precursors, things that happen in your body before it mutates into full HIV. Okay, so at the very hint that your body could be, you know, becoming HIV positive, you come up as positive. Okay, which stops production for the entire industry. The entire industry halts.
Shuts down.
Right.
Complete shutdown. People lose thousands of dollars every day when these things occur. You know, now, Michael Weinstein, you proposed that by using barricades such as dental dams, eye goggles, condoms, that you are going to eliminate 100% the chance that any performer could catch any of these diseases.
Is anything what
Is absolute horseshit.
is anything 100%?
Nothing is 100%. Matter of fact, the precautions that he is insisting on instilling in the industry are going to increase the risks. Okay. Now, people ask, why would that increase the risks? How would providing these barriers increase the risk of exposure to these, ultimately deadly diseases? Number one, the human body is designed primarily for one thing and one thing only, and that is sex. That's it. You laugh at it, but honestly,
No, I
why are we here? Well, honestly, why is our species alive on this earth? The same as any other species, to reproduce and keep the species alive.
to prove that it's flat Earth.
Yeah. Do you honestly believe it's flat Earth? That's all segue into a whole.
Next time.
Okay. Okay, Columbus. Magellan, whatever you want to call you.
Shalom.
But honestly, we are put on this earth to procreate, to keep the species alive. Now, the very act of that requires skin on skin, okay, friction, penis, vagina, lubrication, okay, which happens pretty naturally, okay, for the most part. Now these things that I'm going to speak on are reactive of the penis into the vagina. Now, when you add a barrier, a latex barrier, okay, into that equation, the human vagina is not made for that. It's simply not. It's not made to lubricate a piece of rubber. So what's going to happen? Naturally, it's going to dry up.
Break up.
Okay? It's going to dry up, and it's going to rip. It's going to tear. You're going to expose this female performer to an array of diseases she never even had imagined, because in her normal scenes, without a latex barrier, she didn't have to, she was wet. It was skin on skin. There wasn't a third party type of material involved, you know. Now let's play a little further to the equation here. The female vagina rips and tears. Now, because of this friction that's also occurring, the condom rips and tears. Okay. Now, you're exposing this girl's vagina. Now, and she's gonna tough it through the scene that she may have a rip or a tear. She's gonna tough it through because she wants to get her paycheck. She didn't sit on set for 3 hours, 4 hours to have the protectant barrier rip her and tear her and expose her to further illnesses and viruses, she's gonna carry on and continue on, which is going to, you know, potentially expose her to more.
You can find me at brotherloveradio.com, on YouTube, and also on SoundCloud. If you want to be a guest on brotherloveradio.com, find me on Twitter at brotherlovexxx.